What's happening, everybody? Sorry it's been so long since we put out a video, but it's been very cold up here. We had a low of -11 the other night, and it's just way too cold to be trying to paint in my paint shop. We were only able to get the workshop up to about 50 degrees. So the paint shop was even colder than that. However, we did take advantage of the downtime and redid the workshop. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that, and we're going to try to do a vinyl project today. I'm going to try to cut out some vinyl stencils on the new Cricut. So we did some cleaning, some painting, some organizing. Got a lot better lighting in here. Should make this a very good space to be creative and work on some projects. We've got a new Cricut to make stencils and stickers and all kinds of fun stuff. Learning how to use that. But yeah, overall, I think this is going to be a much better environment for being creative and working on projects. So welcome to my attempt to make a vinyl stencil that we can use in some paint projects. This is definitely not a tutorial. There's plenty of those on YouTube. This is more my adventure in learning how to do this stuff. So what I've got here is a 12-inch by 12-inch mat that we use for the Cricut. And I have some Cricut brand, which you don't really, I found out you really don't need the Cricut brand vinyl paper. So what we're going to do is try to get this on here as close to centered as possible. And that doesn't look very good. So this mat basically has a little sticky to it to hold down the material while, oh boy, to hold down the material while the Cricut cuts it. Try that. That actually looks pretty good. You want to get it smoothed out as good as possible. A lot of people use a burnishing tool. I find that the roller that I got from Line for metal leaf actually works pretty good too. There we go. So So we've got our vinyl material loaded on the mat. The next thing we're gonna do, I'll bring you guys over here, let you see this. I've got my tablet, and I've got a program on there called Cricut Design Space. It's a program that comes with the Cricut. It'll let you create all kinds of cool stuff. I have a few designs. So what we have here is the design for the stickers that I make. But what we're concentrating on today is this honeycomb stencil pattern that I made. Now I did make this in Design Space. It allows you to create different things. You can import pictures, you can modify stuff. I found that SVGs work the best for vinyl because it can separate it into different layers, and you can print the layers out in different colors vinyls. What I'm going to do here, since this is just a stencil, is we're going to cut it out of one piece, and we'll be able to use the cutout for one pattern and the inner honeycombs for a different kind of pattern. So right now we're going to click Make It, and it's going to connect. There we go. Now it's going to ask us what kind of mat we have. We have the 12 by 12. Confirm that. We want one copy. Operation is cut. Now we're going to connect it to the Cricut. So what we've got here is your choice of materials. I've got this saved as premium vinyl, so we're going to go with that. Found this vinyl is a little thick, so we're going to adjust the pressure up to more. And at this point, it's time to load it into the Cricut. As you can see here, the light's flashing. So you want to load your mat in to the roller, push the flashing button, and it's going to find the mat and the material. And then we just hit cut, and it should take off.
I can't do nothing with you. I can't do nothing with you.
And over here on the tablet, it gives you our progress. Can't really see what's happening, but it's actually cutting out all the little hexagons. So I'm going to let this go, and then we'll speed this up for the video and see what the final result is. So that took about 20 minutes. Our sheet is finished. We're going to pull it off. Let's see how it turned out. It's going to be kind of hard with all this white, but we should get a pretty good idea. Flip the mat over. Pull the vinyl sheet off of the pad. So what I'm going to do is I've divided this into 4 sheets. So what I'm going to do is actually cut them apart. And then we'll pull one apart and see what it looks like.
I can't do nothing with you.
And there we go. So basically what we should end up with
I can't do nothing with you.
oh yeah. So as you can see, we're gonna end up with a negative right here. Let's see if we can get a darker background here. So what we've ended up with is a negative that we can use. Real good. We should be able to pull the positives off. Oh yeah, here we go.
I can't do nothing with you.
So we can also use that to create a different effect. So this is kind of a small pattern. The great thing about Design Space is I can go in, I can adjust the size of the honeycombs, make it bigger or smaller for whatever project I'm working on. So next thing I'm going to show you is how we do the stickers. We're going to make a couple of signs for my buddies. We're going to put them on a wood blank like this. But what we're going to end up doing is printing on printable sticker paper and then covering it with a protective vinyl. So again, I've pulled up the Cricut Design Space. This time I pulled up our Drunk Monkey Garage logo. And what we're going to do this time is do an operation that's called print and cut. So what we'll actually do is use some printable waterproof sticker set to actually print the sticker first on a regular inkjet printer, and then after that we will send it to the Cricut to cut out the shape. So let me get set up and we'll show you that process. So we've got the image printed on our sticker paper. It's got registration marks for the Cricut. What I'm going to do now is load it on the mat and load it up in the Cricut. One other thing we have to do is put the clear vinyl laminate over it. That way it'll be protected from the elements. These have a nice little space at the top where you can line everything up. So you press down the top, fold it back. We'll take our squeegee, press it down as we pull off the backing. This will keep any air bubbles and stuff out of it. Hopefully. Make sure we get that pressed down real good. Now we'll take this over to the Cricut.
I can't do nothing with you.
Hit the load button. Press the go button. Reads those registration marks so it knows where to cut.
I can't do nothing with you. I can't do nothing with you.
Welcome back. It's the next day. Brings me to a very important point. Anytime you're doing a project with the Cricut, make sure you do a test cut first. Things don't always go as planned, and I had a couple of mishaps yesterday. As you can see, I wasted a lot of material and a lot of time. So from now on, I'm going to be doing test cuts before I cut anything. Fortunately, I got it all figured out last night, and I was able to make one of the signs. Turned out pretty good. I ran out of materials last night, so I quit trying to film anything. We're going to try it again today. I got some different materials, so I already did a test cut. Came out okay, so we'll walk you through this one. So if you remember last night, we were trying to make a sign using printable sticker paper and a protective film over top. What we're trying to make is this sign right here. So apparently I need to teach the printer and the tablet how to talk to each other. I had to use my phone to actually use the app to print this out. But we got it all printed, and another important thing I learned last night is when you print on sticker paper, you need to let the ink dry for about 5 to 10 minutes. Otherwise, it's going to smear all over the place when you try to put the cover sheet on it. So we're going to let that dry, and I'll bring you back when we get ready to put the cover page on it. So I gave it about 10 minutes to dry. Touch it in a inconspicuous spot. It's pretty dry. Basically what we're going to do is line this up on the mat. Make sure it's pressed down pretty good. We're going to take our laminate sheet, peel the backing off of it. Get that pressed down real good. Take our squeegee. Get that pushed down. We can fold this edge up and start peeling the backing off as we get all the air bubbles out of the laminate. The more careful you are at this point, the better your results will be. There we go. Next, I'll take you over to the cutter and let you see that. Another thing I learned is when you're using a glossy material, You need to cover up these registration marks with a matte tape. Because sometimes the light will reflect off of these when it's trying to figure out where the image is. It won't read it correctly. So now that we got everything situated, it's pretty straightforward. You load the mat in, push the little button, then you push the cut button. This is the point where sometimes the light reflects off of these registration marks and it messes up the cut. So putting that matte scotch tape on it helps it read those lines. Now we just peel our paper up. And we have our sticker. So what we want to do now is peel the backing off of the sticker. Get it centered on the sign blank. Carefully as we can. And press it down really good. And that's how we make a drunk monkey sign. Thanks for joining me on this journey of learning how to use a Cricut. It's a little frustrating at times, but I think in the end it's going to be worth it. We can make cool projects like this and be able to make stencils for motorcycles and paint jobs and stuff. So I think the investment of learning how to do it's going to pay off in the end. So if you like what we're doing, make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons. Hit that bell icon for notifications for future videos. Hopefully the weather's going to break soon and we'll be able to get started on that Fat Bob project. But until then, cheers.